Few daytime dramas manage to balance legacy characters, evolving relationships, and high-stakes intrigue quite like The Young and the Restless. The March 27, 2026 episode delivers a layered hour of television that leans heavily into emotional reckoning, shifting alliances, and the ever-present tension between power and family. This installment doesn't rely on explosive twists alone. It thrives on character-driven storytelling, making it a compelling watch for longtime fans and newer viewers alike. At the heart of the episode is Billy Abbott, who appears to be entering a phase of genuine self-reflection. His scenes with Sally at Society are among the most grounded and emotionally resonant moments of the episode. Billy acknowledges the damage caused by his relentless ambition, a rare moment of accountability for a character often defined by impulsiveness. What makes this arc particularly engaging is how it avoids melodrama. Billy isn't making grand, unrealistic promises. Instead, he's focusing on something deeply personal, repairing his relationship with his mother, Jill. His realization that he cannot move forward without addressing the past feels authentic and earned. Sally, meanwhile, continues to shine as a stabilizing force. Her willingness to accompany Billy to London, and even run her company remotely, reinforces her commitment, but also raises subtle questions. Is she supporting Billy out of love? Or is she once again risking her own priorities for someone else's growth? The writing here is strong because it leaves room for ambiguity. Billy's declaration that Sally is his guiding light is touching, but seasoned viewers may wonder whether this dynamic is sustainable or simply another chapter in Billy's cycle of dependence. Over at the Abbott estate, Jack and Nikki share a quieter but equally powerful set of scenes. Their conversation feels like the calm before a storm, measured, reflective, yet simmering with unresolved anger. Nikki's emotional exhaustion is palpable. Her marriage to Victor is clearly deteriorating, and her admission that the family is imploding underscores just how far things have fallen. Jack's response, positioning Nikki as the family's anchor, adds emotional weight while also reinforcing her long-standing role as the moral center of the Newman dynasty. But the real shift comes when Jack declares his intent to go on the offensive against Victor. This is not just another business rivalry, it's personal. Nikki's surprising willingness to support Jack signals a major turning point. For years, she has defended Victor despite his flaws. Now, her patience appears to have run out. This alliance between Jack and Nikki could redefine the power structure in Genoa City. The show smartly builds anticipation without revealing too much, leaving viewers eager to see how far they're willing to go. Victor Newman remains as calculating as ever, but this episode reveals cracks in his strategy. His conversation with Lily exposes a shift in his plan, one that prioritizes regaining control over Newman Enterprises, even at the cost of betraying yet another ally. Lily's frustration is justified. She has been burned by Victor before, and this latest adjustment feels like history repeating itself. The dynamic between them is fascinating because it highlights Victor's greatest flaw, his inability to maintain trust. He operates under the assumption that ends justify means, but that approach continues to alienate those around him. The writing here does an excellent job of portraying Victor not as an invincible mastermind, but as a man whose obsession with control may ultimately be his undoing. Perhaps the most devastating moment of the episode comes in Kane and Lily's confrontation. After learning that Lily had been working with Victor all along, Kane's heartbreak is raw and unfiltered. This isn't just about business betrayal, it's deeply personal. Kane's line that she has shattered him emotionally encapsulates years of history unraveling in a single moment. His decision to cut her out of his life feels definitive, though in true soap fashion, viewers know that never is rarely permanent. Lily's reaction, or lack thereof, is equally telling. She seems caught between regret and resignation, suggesting that while she may have believed her actions were justified, she underestimated the emotional cost. This storyline stands out because it avoids easy resolution. There is no immediate forgiveness, no dramatic reconciliation, just consequences. The Vegas storyline offers a darker, more chaotic energy. Adam and Nick, longtime rivals and brothers, find themselves navigating separate but intertwined struggles. Adam's attempt to re-enter Riza's world introduces a classic high-risk scenario. His initial losses at the poker table serve as a reminder that he's not fully in control, despite his confidence. Riza's skepticism adds tension, positioning her as a formidable gatekeeper. Nick's arc, however, is more troubling. His nightmare about Matt hints at unresolved trauma, and his subsequent turn to drugs signals a downward spiral. The contrast between Adam's calculated risk-taking and Nick's self-destructive behavior is striking. These scenes suggest that both brothers are on dangerous paths, albeit for different reasons. The show effectively uses Vegas as a backdrop for moral ambiguity and escalating stakes. Phyllis continues to operate as one of the show's most unpredictable characters. Her interaction with Kane is sharp, biting, and laced with tension. She revels in her victories, yet there's an undercurrent of isolation. Her children are still estranged, and her alliances remain fragile. Her ability to pivot between confidence and vulnerability keeps her compelling. To toast with Lauren, setting the world on fire, feels both triumphant and ominous, hinting that Phyllis's current position may not be as secure as she believes. This episode of The Young and the Restless excels in its focus on character evolution and emotional stakes. Rather than relying solely on dramatic plot twists, it invests in the internal struggles of its characters: Billy's quest for redemption, Nikki's breaking point, Kane's heartbreak, and Nick's decline. The pacing is deliberate, allowing each storyline to breathe while still maintaining momentum. More importantly, the episode sets up multiple conflicts that promise significant fallout in the weeks to come. If there's a central theme, it's this: actions have consequences, and even the most powerful players are not immune. Whether it's Victor's manipulations, Lily's betrayal, or Nick's choices, the ripple effects are beginning to surface, and they're far from over. For longtime viewers, this episode reinforces why The Young and the Restless remains a staple of daytime television. For newcomers, it offers a compelling entry point into a world where loyalty is fragile, power is fleeting, and every decision carries weight.